This time, it's all about regret. Are you ready to face the fear? Today, here, I hope to share with anyone who reads this story, even just a fragment of the memories of regret and fear that have tormented me for the past 9 years. By writing it down like this, though nothing physically clings to me, describing it helps lighten the shadow of my memories ever so slightly. 9 years ago, an incident happened just as I entered my 3rd year at a certain insurance company. I became a department head with 4 subordinates beneath me, 3 of whom, I, T, and Y-san, were close enough to go out drinking twice a week without fail. The 4th isn't relevant to this story, so I'll leave them out. One day, as we were heading home after eating out at our favorite bar, I presented a rickety wooden box, just big enough to fit an apple, which I had suddenly pulled out. It was an odd, trick box, like the Rubik's Cube that was popular at the time, designed to open when the wooden grains, colors, aligned properly. It was something my father had given me, seemingly quite old. Apparently, it dated back to before the war. My father couldn't open it and said it was probably picked up in the aftermath of the war, so he passed it on to me, he explained. He had yet to open the box, even generations later. From the moment I saw the box, I felt an inexplicable chill. Perhaps I'm sensitive to spirits, as I occasionally see imbalances in people, like their upper and lower bodies not matching, or small animals missing, or completely lacking legs. Watching T and Y-san taking turns shifting and pulling at the box's seams made me uneasy. I feared what opening it might unleash, given my sensitivity. In the end, the box remained closed that day. With only about 5 minutes before our taxi arrived after leaving the bar, opening it proved impossible. We all made it home without incident that night. The next day, I brought the box, which everyone except me had shown interest in, to the office and, during lunch, approached me with Y-san and T in tow. Anticipating criticism for being aloof, I advised them, I think it's better not to open that box. He looked puzzled but retorted, you sound just like my brother, yet boastfully added, I'll make sure to open it soon. Considering my workload, they didn't broach the subject for the rest of the lunch break. After work, we decided to enjoy the cherry blossoms and headed to a nearby park, savoring a soup from Y-san's mother as we took in the scenery. It was then that T suggested taking a group photo with the cherry blossoms in the background using a Polaroid camera, which turned out beautifully. However, something was odd. Despite it being night, preventing unnecessary light from contaminating the shot, and being in an open area, avoiding flash reflection, the photo had a faint red hue overall. T brushed it off, saying, these things happen, and we took another group photo, but the anomaly persisted. He speculated, maybe it's because we're capturing a wide area. We have enough film, let's take individual shots. My photo went well, as did Y-san's. The anomaly occurred with I's turn. His first photo appeared slightly redder than before. On a second attempt, a thin, yellow, vinyl-like haze surrounded him. Feeling uneasy, I insisted on another shot. The result left T exclaiming, what's this? It's strange, before rushing over to show us the photo. It was a horrific image, with countless yellow hands entwining I's body, obscuring his hands and face, while his lower body, untouched by the hands, was drenched in a vivid red. I then confessed something that had happened earlier that day. After lunch, while I was using the copy machine in the print room, I fiddled with the box and it opened, he revealed. Inside was a tattered cloth bag that read, Honor Death for the Emperor. It contained bundles of nails and hair, which I found creepy and disposed of in the incinerator. We immediately took the box and the photo to a temple, explained our situation, and asked for the photo to be blessed. The priest warned us, what you've done is very dangerous. Even with a blessing, the spirit's anger won't subside. Bring me the box, and I'll try to calm the soul within. Please, bring it to me, before urging us to leave for the day. However, that was the last time I saw I. The next morning, I learned he'd been fatally struck by a car near his home, with his torso severed and lower body burned with the vehicle's tire, while his upper body was found 20 meters away. We inherited the box from his mother and took it to the priest, who said, this box is filled with malevolence, no longer of this world. Calming these spirits will be challenging and time-consuming. Are you prepared? After witnessing how quickly I lost his life to spirits, we decided to learn to pray ourselves. Then, as the fear began to fade, Y-san perished in a fire likely caused by a faulty stove. Feeling uneasy, T and I requested transfers, hoping distance would deter the spirits. Yet the possibility remained that one of us was already afflicted, so we agreed to part ways. This optimism proved naive as the nightmare continued over 9 years. T married and moved, but tragedy struck with the death of his first child and the miscarriage of his second. His wife suffered 2 miscarriages, developed a tumor, became vegetative, and eventually passed from a severe illness. The following spring, T committed suicide by leaping from the company roof. 2 years have passed since. Lately, I've been plagued by severe palpitations and often dream of my departed friends. I'm uncertain of my future, hoping my palpitations are merely temporary, caused by stress. Yet with 3 gone, I fear my time might be short. To anyone who has read this lengthy account, I hope you'll help calm the spirits that haunt me by offering a simple prayer. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Was this story scary, wasn't it? I hope it calms the spirits. But, if even those who read this enchanted sutras were affected by the spirits, please be careful not to become the protagonist of the sequel to this story. Until the next video, take care.